It's Narissa with Homebody Hall, and today we are going to work on mixing some violets. We've been working through mixing some secondary colors and making the most out of our primary colors and how we can get like a huge infinite range of colors just with a few colors. So today I wanted to do violets or purples, whatever you want to call it, because it's harder than it seems. Today we're going to talk about purples because all you've heard is red and blue makes purple. But it's not that easy. It really has a lot to do with color bias. Some of the blues you're going to get have a greenish color bias, and that's going to end up with like a muddy, kind of gross looking purple. In my opinion, if I'm looking for purple, I want like purple, like really vibrant purple. So the easiest way to tell what your color biases are, today I'm working with ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, brilliant blue, and then the reds I'm working with brilliant red, crimson red, and magenta. So with the blues, the easiest way to tell what your color bias is to take a little bit of your blue with some white, and you'll be able to see if it's like greenish or if it's like more blue and cool, and on that side. So I'll show you this. If you look at these, okay. I've got them mixed with a little bit of white now. So, and I just stuck my finger in my purple, my magenta paint, so that's okay. Okay, I'm going to show you. So, here we have the brilliant blue, or it's backwards, brilliant blue, and when you dull it down with white, it's still really blue. The phthalo has green in it. You can see it's kind of a teal color. And then the cobalt is much more blue. So those paints that are more blue are going to give you a brighter purple. But you have to think about your reds too. So you'll just see. I'll just show you. It'll just be easier to show you. So I'm going to take, you always want to start with your lighter color and add a little bit of your darker color, and that will make it so that you're not mixing a ton of paint if you don't want to. So, because you know that darker color will take over. Like I said in previous videos, I'm using a palette knife and just straight paint, not my mixed paint, just to play with this, swatch things out, get a feel for my colors, get a feel for my paint, make myself a reference sheet, that kind of thing. So I'm going to take some of the crimson here and put it, and I think it's really easy to make a grid. So I put all my reds down one side, all my blues down the other, or whatever you're mixing. If you're doing greens, it'll be blue and yellow. And then it's kind of like systemized, and you can play with them in like a really orderly, organized way so that you can recreate these colors later. So we'll add a little bit of blue we'll add a little bit of ultramarine. More. This is probably what I remember starting out and thinking, and like, okay, like I've got the red and the blue, so clearly I have the purple, and this is the color I got. This is 100% the color I got, and I was like, no, that's not what I wanted. So that is the color I would get, and I would be so frustrated, and so that's why I'm working on this with y'all, because I feel like I finally figured it out. So, and then we'll add some of the phthalo blue to this red. And you'll see what you get. It's even like, I don't know. I mean, it can be good for some things, right? Like, for sure, it's like a decent color in general. But if I'm looking for purple or violet, it's not what I'm going for. And you kind of get this same kind of color all the way across the board. And you can, of course, lighten anything with white, and I'll do that so that you can see them better. But these are just kind of meh. Like, they're not what I want when I'm looking for purple. So they're not bad. This one at the ultramarine isn't super, like when I lighten it up, it's okay. It's like a, okay, so here's them lightened a little bit, some more than others. And you can see they're not like horrible, but like I don't feel like I would want to paint like a galaxy or something with them. Like, which is kind of what I do, like with that stuff. So let's try the brilliant red. Now you can see that this brilliant red right here is almost orange. So it's gonna have a lot of the yellow leaning to it, which means that it's going to dull your purples, because complementary colors, which purple and yellow are complementary colors, they will dull each other out and create brown. So we'll just keep that in mind as we do this. Because that's pretty much what we're getting here, is some brown. But, so it's important to keep in mind not only your blues, but also your reds. I actually think, I don't know, maybe the red is more important. At least to me it is. Probably because I think the solution is your red for a lot of it. I think that magenta is the most magical color ever created. And this is why you see, like, when you go to when you look at your printer ink, it's cyan, yellow, magenta. It is not red, because then you could never get those vibrant purples. And you can always dull down your purple if that's what you want with your yellow later. So magenta is a staple here. So you can see these are really kind of dull, brownish, meh colors. So let me check the comments. Anyways, so magenta. When you buy this, you want to buy quinacridone magenta. I have tried to buy the Artist Loft like light magenta. It's not the same. It doesn't make as pretty colors. I like quinacridone. So that's what I would recommend. The store that I like is the Liquitex quinacridone. And this is why. So if we take a really blue and the quinacridone, we get this beautiful purple right here. Beautiful right there. And I'll lighten it up too so you can see. I feel like I have the glare of the window, but it's infinitely brighter than anything we've mixed before. Like the crimson and the ultramarine were like, okay. But when you take like the magenta and the ultramarine, you get like what I use in like galaxies and stuff like that. Just that really vibrant, fun purple. And stuff too. So, like if you look at this, it's so much brighter. Like infinitely brighter. I love it. It's my favorite. So, and then like if we do this with the phthalo, we're going to get a little bit duller because the phthalo has the green leaning. But it's still much more vibrant than any of these others. So it's a little bit duller. It's more of a rich, like royal purple, I think. But it's still really pretty. And it's still, like, in my opinion, better than those other ones if you're looking for something vibrant. Let's see. And we'll do Brilliant Blue. And this is another really blue, and it's another really nice purple. So, there is that. And then from there, you can take any of these colors further by using white, black, or yellow. So you can lighten it with the white and make it more opaque. You can dull it out with yellow or black. So, like I said, these primary colors, which I use red, yellow, blue, magenta for this reason, white, and black, you can get any color you want out of these and not have to buy every tube. So, if you need more help with color theory, I have a resource shop. I put the link below, in the comment or in the description, that's the word. And it's got tons of resources. If you need more help, let me know if you have any questions on this video. I'd be happy to help.